I welcome you all to another series of History of British Literature. I am looking at each and every age of British literature. I am looking at political background and major works and giving you a guideline on what to read and what to skip. I have already made one video about Old English literature. Please go and watch it. I would love to hear what you are thinking about this series. Please put that in the comment section so that I can make some improvement. Today in this video we are going to discuss about Middle English. Middle English starts from 1066 AD to 1558 AD. Middle English, which begins from 1066 AD. This period is divided into three parts: before Chaucer, age of Chaucer, and age of revival. Now, to start with the history, we must understand that William I, the Duke of Normandy is a place in France, he became William the Conqueror because he defeated Harold, the Anglo-Saxon king, in Battle of Hastings, and he got the throne and he became William the Conqueror. Now, who started ruling England? Normans. So, this period is known as Anglo-Norman. This Battle of Hastings is divided Anglo-Saxons and Anglo-Norman. Now, France became the ruler of England. So, what will be the official language? Anglo-French. Middle class people spoke Old English and officials spoke French. When we combine both these languages together, it is known as Middle English. So many French words were added in English literature. Example, apostrophe, avant-garde, etc. Most of these words English had today is either French or Latin. This was the period when schools and colleges were set up. How? Let me tell you, it's because of War of Crusades. Now, what do you mean by War of Crusades? War of Crusades happened between eastern part of the world and European countries. Authority of Christianity was in the hands of Pope. Pope said all Christians should go and convert Eastern people to Christianity. When these people went, they started to learn Roman and Greek texts. Before that, clergyman is the one who educates people. Now, people had access to other texts, so they started learning themselves. சர்ச்சில் ஃபாதரோட ப்ரீச்சிங்ஸ் மட்டும்தான் அவங்களுக்கு இருந்தது. இப்போ க்ரீக் அண்ட் ரோமன் டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் படிக்க ஆரம்பித்ததுக்கப்புறம் தே கெயின் சம் நாலேஜ், ஸோ தே ஸ்டார்டட் லேர்னிங் தெம்செல்ஸ். ஸோ எஜுகேஷன் கிராஜுவலி மூவ்ஸ் அவுட் சைட் த சர்ச். ஸோ by this period, Cambridge and Oxford universities were also set up, and London became a great center for education. Just like in India, we have certain hubs. Similarly, London is said to be educational hub of England. Now, let us see about some major works. Major literary works are Sir Gawain and Green Knight. Chancer de Gacité is a French word which means deeds, songs of deeds. It is a poetry written to praise knights and nobles who went to save their country. Another important work is Arthurian Nights. Arthurian Nights is a story about King Arthur who lived in England along with his 12 knights. These 12 knights went on different quests on Holy Grail. What do you mean by Holy Grail? Holy Grail is nothing but the bowl in which Jesus had his last supper. This work is very, very important from net point of view, so please go and read it in detail. This work is written by lots of writers, especially Thomas Malory in his Le Morte Arthur. Now let us see about Chaucer. He is known as the father of English language. Before Chaucer, there was no regional language in England. He used East Midland dialect in his works. He participated in 100 Years' War. During his age, there were so many great issues happened. One of the main issues is 100 Years' War. It happened between France and England. 100-Year War is a dynamic struggle for the throne of French. Another issue is Black Death. It was a famine that occurred thrice. It killed 1/3 million people of England. இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு கொரோனா எவ்வளோ டேஞ்சரஸாக இருக்கோ அதே மாதிரி மிடில் இங்கிலீஷ் டைமில் பிளாக் டெத் இருந்தது. பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தீஸ் டூ மேஜர் இஷ்யூஸ் peasants faced lots of problems. So they started peasants revolt in 1387. By the end of 14th century, the language of code shifted from Anglo-Norman French to English. Let us take a look. His major works, the Book of Duchess, House of Fame, Legend of Good Women, the Canterbury Tales, which is very, very important from net point of view. I'll make a separate video for this tales. Then Parliament of Fowls and Troilus and Cressida. Now let us see about contemporaries of Chaucer. William Langland, who is famous for his work Piers the Plowman. It is an allegorical poem, describes spiritual quest and talks about simple Christian life. Then another contemporary is John Gower. He is famous for his work Confessio Amandus, which is known as a collection of love tales. So that's all for this video, friends. Thank you for watching. If you like my video means please like it, share it and subscribe to my channel.